I like you. What? Will you be in a relationship with me? 3 years since I started working at this company. I, Yoichi Azuma, just had my colleague Masumi Nishioka confess her feelings to me.
And then,
Really?
You're in the way.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
She was a strong-willed person and didn't fear the senior workers either. She would confidently offer her ideas in the team meetings and was a colleague that was set out for promotion. In comparison to her, Azuma, I'll leave this to you. Oh, yes.
Sorry, can you do this for me?
Oh, sure.
Oops, I'll leave this with you too.
That was how I was. Honestly, I wanted to say no, but I couldn't say it clearly. If Nishioka-san was a person in the sunshine, I'd probably be a person in the shade. He was the complete opposite of me. Oh. I never would have thought that she'd confess her feelings to me.
Hey, I'm waiting for a response from you, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry?
Are you apologizing for making me wait for an answer? Or is that a response to me asking you to be in a relationship with me?
For both.
Don't be lazy!
I'm sorry.
Wait, did I just get turned down?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
What? What?
It's not that I hate you or anything, Nishioka-san, but a workplace romance is, well, it gets complicated, doesn't it?
What does complicated mean?
Some colleagues who were having a workplace romance recently broke up, and they seemed super awkward. One person ended up quitting, remember?
Oh, I do remember seeing something like that.
There was another couple in a different department, but the girl ended up having a fling with her supervisor, which caused a messy love triangle.
The one that was about to end in a bloody affair, right?
I think that workplace romances have a lot of problems, and I think they're difficult. I just don't have a good impression of them. It'd be awkward if we ended up breaking up, you know?
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but you can't think about what would happen if we broke up even before we start dating. Let's be more positive, you know?
But we don't even know if our national pension system will continue. With declining birth rate and aging population, I fear whether the next generation will be able to fulfill their duties by the time we become elderly.
How fearful are you of the future? Besides, the future of our nation has nothing to do with being in a relationship with me.
For me, those two are the same thing. It's the same thing as saving up money now because I have fears about the future. Thinking all the what-ifs, I just think that we're better off not being a couple.
You can't do anything if you put it like that. In fact, let's overturn the declining birth rate. You and me.
You're saying crazy things now.
Do you actually not like me or something?
Of course that's not true. In fact, I admire you.
Admire.
You're good at your job and aren't afraid of anyone. Nishioka-san, I wanted to be someone like you.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I can't be in a relationship with you, Nishioka-san.
I see. I understand.
Just like that, I turned my colleague down. Things will probably be awkward for a while, so I guess I'll distance myself from her for a bit. I think that's the best thing to do for the both of us.
So that's that. Good luck on your business trip together.
What? Contrary to what I had planned, we ended up having to go on a business trip together.
What? What? why the two of us? I'm trying to be considerate. Come on, you have a crush on him, don't you? Always working so hard, Masumi-chan. That's why I think it's a great idea to use this opportunity to advance your relationship further. Of course, make sure you do your job properly, okay? But when you're done, you're free to go crazy. In fact, you can even do the deed there.
I couldn't hear what those two were talking about, but for some reason, I think I heard some intense innuendos.
So that's that. Good luck.
Well, this is my job after all. I know how to separate my private life from my work life. Besides, even if we're going on a business trip together, it's not like we're going to be together 24/7. There shouldn't be a problem if I distance myself from her outside of work.
Your room will be over here.
That's what I thought, but surprisingly, we were placed in the same room. Was there really only a reservation for one room?
Yes, I'm certain that it was reservation for this one room for 2 people. What the hell did that woman do?
It seems like our company made a bit of a mistake. There apparently aren't any other rooms open, so we have to be together in this room tonight. This is awkward. Let's put our bags down for now, shall we?
You're right. Oh, by the way...
Huh?
This room is soundproofed very well, so... What?
Huh? As expected, it was super awkward. Oh, this place is really nice, isn't it?
You're right. This place has a good relationship with our company, so apparently they give us a big discount when we stay here on business trips.
Oh. I see. Our conversation isn't going anywhere. It was probably because the two of us were purposely avoiding that topic somehow. That's why we couldn't help but be a bit awkward. But it'd be terrible to bring it back up again. What am I supposed to do? I can't believe this happened the moment I tried to distance myself from her. A little while after that,
We're going to drink.
she made a sudden suggestion. Why so suddenly?
Because it's awkward.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And just like that, Nishioka-san had gotten extremely drunk. You're not very good at holding in your alcohol, are you? Are you okay? We have to visit our client tomorrow. You should probably stop there.
Shut up! I'm going to drink! I'm drinking my feelings away, damn it!
Drinking your feelings away?
Because you turned me down!
I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. You dumped me, I got dumped, yada yada yada. It's not like anyone's to blame here.
But if you think about tomorrow, you should probably take a step back.
It's fine, that's fine.
Is she really going to be okay? I couldn't be persistent now that she told me she was drinking her feelings away. So that's how Nishioka-san continued drinking a bunch of alcohol, and... the following day... Are you okay? She was down under with a hangover. Thank God we finished our presentation with our clients somehow. We can go back to the hotel after this, spend another day here, and get back home by tomorrow. Nishioka-san?
I'm sorry, I can't believe I almost threw up in front of our clients.
Oh, well...
You saved me by jumping in to cover it up.
It's fine. Covering a colleague up is part of the job, too.
I can't believe I did that at this age. I got hungover and messed up on my job. On top of that, I forced my colleague to do most of the work.
Don't say you forced me to. You're the one who created most of the presentation documents, right? Clients were amazed at how easy it was to understand, too. The only thing I did was give an additional explanation. Someone like me didn't really do much.
Don't say that.
What?
You're pretty amazing too.
Nishioka-san.
I admired you in the beginning, you know?
What? You admired me?
You can do your job well, and everyone depends on you, and the way you complete your job without complaints. I thought it was so cool.
Who are you talking about?
About Yoichi Azuma, obviously.
Oh, a guy with the same name and last name as me?
I'm talking about you. Yoichi Azuma, the guy who turned me down after I confessed my feelings to him.
That's weird. The Yoichi Azuma that I know isn't that great of a guy.
You have low self-esteem, don't you? Our supervisors were always saying that all you needed was a little more confidence.
You're much more amazing than me, Nishioka-san. Compared to you, I'm basically just a water flea.
How low do you evaluate yourself?
Oh, it's probably rude to water fleas to compare myself then.
Aren't you way too negative?
The words I live by are, don't get too cocky.
Is there a reason behind that?
I used to have a crush on someone.
It's almost as if the person I like is telling me about their ex-girlfriend. I don't like this.
At the time, I was still young, so I thought that she liked me too. There was a lot of physical touch between us. She would call me by my name. She even made me snacks.
Based on that, I would think that person liked me too.
But when I confessed my feelings to her, she told me she had a boyfriend and turned me down.
Don't remember and cry. Here, have some tissues.
And after that, she told me that there's no way she'd like an introvert like me.
Don't worry about it. That girl just has a bad personality. You don't need to care about her opinion at all.
Nishioka-san, you're so nice.
You could date me, you know?
Oh, I can't do that. Workplace romances have a lot of problems.
Why?
And like, do you still, like me?
Is that a problem?
No?
Either way, what I'm trying to say is I think you're a great guy. You saved me a bunch of times, too. Even earlier, I think you're very likable, so you should have confidence in yourself.
Nishioka-san.
What I said right now, how likable does that make me?
Plus 1,000,000 points.
The inflation is crazy!
Thank you.
What are you saying all of a sudden?
I just never had someone say something like that to me. So, I'm just thanking you.
I see.
Nishioka-san really is amazing. I can't tell someone how I feel so bluntly like she's doing now. That's why, maybe I need to think about Nishioka-san's feelings properly.
What's the matter? Is there something on your mind?
Yes, something about you.
Me? Are you curious about my body size? Just kidding.
Yes, that's it.
Really?
I turned you down before, Nishioka-san.
You're putting salt in my wound, aren't ya? Based on what you say next, I might have to throw a punch, you know?
The reason I turned you down is because there are a lot of problems that come with a workplace romance. But I thought that was very rude to you.
Rude?
You were straight up in telling me how you feel, but I responded with an answer that had nothing to do with how I felt. That wasn't genuine to you.
You're worrying a little too much. Everyone has their own reasons for turning someone down. I mean, after hearing about all the things that happen to workplace couples who ended up breaking up, I understand why you're hesitant too. I do get it.
but I want to probably face you one more time. I want to hear your true feelings again, Nishioka-san. I don't want to care about work and whatnot. I want to be more truthful about how I feel.
Got it. How do you feel about me then?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know, so I want to think about it properly a little more. I don't think I can answer you immediately, but, would that be bad?
That's fine. If I get to have another chance, there's nothing better for me.
I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize. In fact, it's a win for me if I get more time to make my move.
Make your move?
You turned me down right after I confessed my feelings, so things got awkward, right? Right now, I'm back to the stage where I'm still waiting for your response, right? In that case, there's space for you to fall in love with me too, right?
Well, that's true.
We're all alone in this hotel, so there's no chance that I won't be using this to my advantage, don't you think?
What? Nishioka-san, what are you going to do?
What I'm going to do? That's obvious. Yay! Woo!
This is you making your move on me?
Did you think I was gonna do something sexual?
I did.
God, you're so honest.
I was actually super hopeful.
Sorry for letting you down, but I only do things like that after we start dating.
Well, that's true.
Besides, doing sexual things is just desire in the spur of the moment. It's a shortcut, but it's also easy to lose attraction that way. In comparison, creating a bunch of fun memories like this is more genuine. More than anything, this feels like we're building our love, so I like it better.
Oh.
So that's why I'm planning to create more memories like this with you.
I like that.
Alright then, let's do another round.
Yes, ma'am. After that, Nishioka-san and I continued to battle in table tennis. Bonus clip.
Alright, it's nighttime.
It is nighttime.
I'm going to sleep in the same room as the guy I like. There's no way we're not going to do anything, right?
That's true.
So, what should we do?
Sexual things are...
Out of the table.
We talk about love stories then?
What is this, a school field trip?
Nishioka-san, do you have a crush on anyone?
What? You tell me first.
Well, there is someone I'm kind of curious about, but...
What? Who? Who? Tell me!
It's a secret, okay?
Yep, I won't tell a soul.
Her name is Masumi Nishioka.
What? You're joking.
Now that we're at this age, I'm kind of jealous that we were able to get so excited about stories like this back then.
You're right. Honestly, I can't get hyped over love stories now that we're adults.
Adult romance starts dealing with things like money in the future, after all.
I want to go back to the days where I could just innocently enjoy romance.
I don't want to go back, though.
Is that because of your trauma?
No, it's because I like how my life is right now. I get to be with you, Nishioka-san.
Let's go to sleep, shall we?
Let's do that.
Hey, did you know?
The hotel that our company uses for business trips. When a guy and a girl stay over there, they'll fall in love with each other. Oh.